Give it a few mins. Jack, did you like your present? Yeah. Okay. A present. A little bell. Kennedy bell. With all seeds in it, you know, like a shape of a bell. Nuts and... Let me get you a present. Did? Let you out after. Oh, see if anyone comes in. It's a bit of a dodgy time. Anyway, I don't think the title's up yet, and even when I put the title in and post this, it's never the title, so I'll have to put the title in after when this is downloaded. It doesn't actually download straight away, even though you lot see it live. But I just wanted to come with my thoughts, or should I say feelings afresh, because I had an appointment at the job centre today, and that's where you get smart aleck people who think they're smart going, you should get a job. You don't know the situation. If you haven't been there yourself, you won't understand. So we don't need silly little remarks like that, because I just think it's silly. But I can see someone there. But I woke up this morning before I talk about this chat, because I was 3D's calling. And I pulled 3 cards out. And it was the Ace of Pentacles, which is... You can see it's a disc. You can see it as money, finance, earthly, and it's funny really because it's the Ace of Pentacles. Like you could say finances, or you know, like job. Looking at a job-wise sort of thing, which I am doing, but it's wondering what to do, because obviously I'm realising a few things about certain things that may just have to come in balance with each other, seeing as that's what it's all about. And I understand that. And the Ten of Cups is like emotions, water sign. I'm a water sign, and it's to do with love as well, or different emotions, which I am going through different emotions about getting a job, not knowing which way to swim. Like I wanted to sort of really wanted to go self-employed, but I'm not that business-minded, and it doesn't seem to be going that way. But maybe I'll be able to do that with a job, just on the side, trying to get something together for maybe in the future, if you get what I'm sort of saying. But they are coming together, so to me that's about balance as well. If you can see the two, probably can't see, it's not going to focus, is it? Why does it never focus? There we go, 2 people there. And then the last one was the Knight of Cups, which to me, the cups again, emotions, but you know, he's soaring to the one there, the one cup, you know, coming together. He's going up, they're looking up, things are looking up. So I know this. So they were good cards this morning, and I didn't even ask a question. But and I've got I will be showing some more decks and oracle decks that I've got. If you're there, please say hi, because it says there's 3 viewers and I can't see anything in chat. You know, if you're new, just say hi anyway. I'll refresh it. Hi Dave. So if you've ever been in a situation like me, so I've called it Coffee Chat 3D because, well, it will be called this because this is the 3D world, the reality we live in, the fake reality we live in, but you know, we have to be there. So if you've ever been in a position like me at a job centre, which I've never been in, it's just circumstances with, you know, my kids and stuff. So hi, good day resonator. So I don't need silly comments off silly people, because I'm sure I'll get them. You know, you like to just throw silly things in there. I am empathic, so obviously Finn goes to school, nursery, proper school, in September. So between that time of him being at nursery now for only 2.5 days, they wanted me to get a job, any job by the way, 16 hours or just for 2 days. But then it will change when he goes to school, because obviously I'll be able to do more hours, and I've got to support myself and 2 kids, and it's like, then it might change the hours. So what, I'd get into a job, and then I might have to change the hours up. If they can do that, in September, and it's just like, and then they're like, oh, you know, you've got to do any job. And I'm like, I understand I need a job and I want a job. I've worked since I was 19, apart from having my little one because of the situation, which I don't need to go into. And it's like, well, I'm not just going to do any job, am I? Because I was only qualified in being a nursery nurse. I don't want to do that now. I've done it since I was 19. So the only thing with me is it's like, well, they might want qualifications in this or that, or have you had experience? I haven't had experience in anything else apart from I did used to, it was only for about a year and a half, work with older people, you know, in a care home. So it was always a caring profession with kids and older people. Jack, give over! So, didn't see you being on at this time. No, I've just come in for a chat now because I won't be in after because I'm still tired and I've got stuff to do and I've got job searches to do. So it's like, it's weird because they went, oh, you were doing your nail course, which I was, but now I've realised I don't want to do that because I do like having my nails done, but I've realised I just don't like, I don't mean I don't like doing it for other people. I like doing it for myself, and it's a job that I sit in a lot, and I was getting bad news from that as well because it does take quite a lot of time hiking. So I realised that it would be good in a way because people would be talking to me and I love talking and I could help them out with the thoughts and that, but also I don't want people just talking about celebrities and like superficial crap. Then I'm thinking, and she's going, oh, you could be a receptionist in a beauty place, and I'm like, so I had to agree, like, yeah, she had to write something down, and I'm thinking, I don't want to be a receptionist in a beauty place, in a hairdresser's, where all I can hear around me, because like when you're awake to stuff, now it's a bit like, where people are talking about superficial, did you see X Factor, and did you see Kim Kardashian doing it, did you watch Jeremy Kyle, and did you see, and she said this and she said that, and I think she's a bitch, and I just will feel like bashing my head off a wall because I'll just be like, and also there's that thing of like, do you go to a job where you have to wear a uniform? I hate uniforms. I don't mind if they're sort of like, wear what you want, but then again it has to be in the colour black. I hate black. I know I'd have to wear it, but I hate black. And then there's that thing of, would I have to cover my tattoo? I mean, these days I don't know. I mean, it's on the inside, you can't see it anyway. You know, would I have to look presentable? Because I know you can't see it. I'm getting greys in my hair. I know you can't see it on here. It doesn't look like it. I'm getting greys in my hair because I don't want to dye it. You know, because some places want you looking really professional, especially in the beauty place, you know. I'll get that in a bit. Bins, Nana. You know, really professional and looking all tidy, which, yeah, you can look all tidy, but then again, like going against your beliefs, isn't it? So it's a bit like, oh, you know, I'm going to have to start wearing black and wearing all professional and, you know, being all professional. Tie your hair up and be all professional. You know, all that sort of stuff. Hi, Ellie Taylor. So, me looking for jobs now, like, they think it's so easy, but they just want to obviously get me off, which I do want to work, but I'm like, but there's certain jobs I just don't want to do because I just can't be doing with the people's thoughts and talking. It's like, I might as well just go and be a cleaner or work in a factory and just get the money and go home and just like switch off, because I know it's about switching off, but it's just like, oh, you know, just like, I'm just more of anything not black on my top half anyway. I don't mind the bottom half, but I've never been a black person as in colour clothing here. I just think it drains the colour out of me. And that's the uniform, isn't it? Mainly dark colours, you know. I got on the bus as I was going there and I was like, look at everyone sat in dark colours, draining the life out of you. Come on, people, get on the bus and all look like a rainbow. Nice colours everywhere. Waking yourself up, I'm just like, empathic, that's a bit for this morning. Early. Let's start up a business, my art business. Well, this is a thing, LA Taylor. It's and then they said to me, oh, if you're making anything, you know, and you're selling it, because they want the money. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm not business minded. I'm like, I love my art. And I do what I do, arty stuff, but I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, it might have to be on the back burner. why get a job, which I only want to really be part-time within, but getting that together of something like a website and something in the background, you know, I have to work first and get that sorted out in the background, and then that could be in balance, because I'll always do this and make jewellery and that because I love it. I love it, like these earrings with moonstones on, little fairy earrings. I love it. So it's never going to stop, but it's just like, you make it so difficult. Yeah, let's start a business, LA Taylor. What can we do? So they're pushing me now, and I'm like, oh, and I understand it's not because I'm shy of work. It's just a situation that I was in with my kids, and then because I'm 42, I only ever work with kids. It's not what I want to do. Should you could work in a school? No. Because I know things about education, the system. I'm like, no. But, yeah. But then it's like, well, you might have to go on a course that I'd have to pay for. Like, you know, where'd you get the money from? Or training and stuff like that. It's like, I haven't had any training. I haven't had any experience. I'm not qualified. So if I haven't got any qualifications in the job they want me to go and get, because they're throwing a load of jobs at me, like, well, I'm not going to get them, am I? And I'm not really bothered about the ones I don't want, because they're just like, you can be a receptionist. I was like, yeah, but I don't want to be a receptionist in a beauty parlour, because yes, I do love makeup. I put makeup on, not like the girls today who actually trowel it on with a trowel and you can't see the face. It's like a mask. And I do love my nails. I'm very feminine. I'm very girly, but I'm not into all that so superficial stuff, if you get what I'm saying. There's looking nice, but some of it goes over the top, so I don't want to listen to all that. You know, I'm like, no. So that's what I'm finding, you know, I sell postcards. Local tea. You mean you go into the shops and ask them to sell them there, and the percentage? See, I don't know how to work all that out. Like, how much do they get off it? How much do you get? Your artwork would sell you. Get up and go. It's the marketing and not knowing where to go and not knowing what to do. That's what I'm just like. Because where I live, if I was on the bus, it'd be about 10 minutes on the bus. There's a place where they do gift shops and stuff like that, and it's a bit of a posher area, let's say. But I don't know what people do. Do you go in with, like, if I made a load of bags up, do you go into the shop? They get 10%. You go into the shop and just say, could you sell these? And then how does that work? If they say yes, do they take so many bags and then sell them? And then do they ring you when they've sold something so you go and collect your money? I just don't know what you do. So that's the sort of thing. I'm not confident in that area. I'm like, oh, I don't know what you do. I'm confident in my work. If I got down to it, I could make a load of bags and, you know, really put because this is what my star sign and card readings have been saying, not just me, but also watching people. It's like, Pisces, you've got to go for it this year with Jupiter energy as well this year, you know, to push. And I'm like, yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Oh, right, so you just go in and sort of say, I make handmade gifts, would you like to, you know, have a look and think about, you know, that sort of thing. And then they say, yeah, 10%, and then they sell them and they ring you when they've sold. Maybe I'll think about that. See, I need more confidence that way, and this is what I'm talking about, the 3D. I need to get, because we do need to be in the 3D. You know, I do want to work, but there's that thing of maybe I'll have to do something part-time and then do this on the side as well, where I could go into shops and ask and stuff like that and see what people think, because I do think some of my stuff, you know, I think would sell. So that's it in a nutshell. Taurus ruler Venus, we rule money. Oh, but I'm really rubbish with money, you know. Oh, got my witchy mug out today just to put a few people off. But yeah, maybe I'll have to look into that, because the whole. And then I was at the bus stop coming home, because that's another thing, I don't drive. Because I was feeling a bit dumb, as in, oh God, I don't know what to do. A big bus went past with the Dumbo, you know, Dumbo the elephant, going past me, and I just wanted to laugh. Then I looked up near my stop and it said Q and R, because it was a Q and the R bus stop. And then I saw the number 7 bus coming, I thought talking about number 7, and it said number 7, and there was a big sign on the side saying the missing link. If anyone gets what I'm saying, I was just laughing. I was like, oh my God, it's so funny. Yeah, I was thinking about mugs. Yeah, mugs to something we'll look into. Oh, were they printing? Let me write it down, because I did do a pen once with Dolly Daydream on it, and I was going to do a mug because I thought I know you can do all that. If I design a design, they print it off, and the mugs don't they? Oh, money though, innit? Because then I need money for that, and I will look at that, thanks. Because I was just going to say, has anyone got any ideas or printing places, or because the stuff I really need to look into, but it's so like I'm not worried because I do believe things will flow like they're meant to. Some of them are printing. Thank you, LA Taylor. But it's just like I said, I'm 42. I've only ever worked with kids and that, and now it's like, what the hell do I do? I do love this, but at the meantime, I'm going to have to sort of get something. But they're like, yeah, you have to take any job. No, I don't have to take any job. I'm not just going to go to a butcher's and go, yeah, I'm going to work in here and put something. No, I don't want to do that. There's certain things, yeah, I need to get a job. And there's certain things I'll do, but there's certain things that are sort of a bit against my morals as well, if you get what I'm saying. Like, hi, Sandy, I'm a bit like, no. Are they going to let me grow my hair grey? Or will it look a mess? Do they want me looking professional? Well, I don't want to be professional in that sense of things. Do what you love. Well, this is the thing, that I always say, do what you love. But they're saying, no, you've got to do anything. And I'm like, well, no. But I know there needs to be a balance. So I know I'm going to have to do something that doesn't want me to make me bash my head off the wall too much. But I can go back and do 2 jobs, if you know what I'm saying. If I'm part-time, I can do my art and try and get that out there. Like you said, going into craft shops and getting the confidence to go in there and speak out. I know I can speak on it, but I'll be like, oh, it's just because I've never done it. When it's something you've never done, you're like, oh, I feel a bit stupid. But it's like I'm doing an art bag after, because it's. I hope she's not watching. So Michelle, if you're watching, don't. And I know Sandy's in here, who's brought some stuff off me. She had the cat bag. I'm doing a bag because she loves owls, so I'm going to do an owl in all different colours because she loves owl. Or the shopping bags, and I think they do really well. So what I need to do is get my bum into gear, put some energy on it. Get a load made up, because I'm assuming that's what you do if you go to the gift shop. Hi, young Niels. Go to the gift shop, so you've got like a range, and you can say, is that what you do? Like, I've got 10 bags. My dad's got one of them, actually. I'll have to ask for it back. He's got one of them. And like I said, the cards that came out is about finances and money. The pentacle. What coming together, rising, coming together. So, yeah, but it just made me laugh out. I was just sat there, and it's just like, I've got to go to a meeting, like a careers office thing, to try and they do these tests on you. I thought, oh yeah, they do these tests on you to see where you're at. But I was trying to tell them that, what sort of job do you want to do? I said, well, it's that sort of like, I like helping people and communicating and stuff like that. Where you're misleading? What's misleading? So I was like, oh, and they were like, oh, like a therapist. Well, you can't do that because you're not qualified. I thought, no, I'm not qualified. The thing with being qualified, I'm like, you're not trained in it. I thought, yeah, I know that, but I wasn't saying that. I was just saying it's along them lines of, but I don't know what it is. Helping people, That's why I'd love to do, like, a website that I can sell me art on, and maybe when I get used to doing my tarots, I can do card readings and things like that. Not for extortionate prices, because I don't think they need to be extortionate. I don't know, different things, but it's just like, I don't know. I just want to do what I love, but here in the 3D, they don't want you doing that, do they? So they're just like, oh, go and do this job. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. And, oh, it's all right, you can put your kid in after school. I don't want my kid in after school. That's the whole point. You shouldn't have to be at after school club, after school, when he's been at school, just because you want me working longer. Because that's what they do. We know that that's what it's all about. Hi, North Korea. I don't know what some of you are talking about in chat. Do good does some survey down the road from the house that you. Eyeballs. Oh, I better start looking down like that. Oh, they track everything. That's what I say, though. You can't be unfair because they bloody track everything. Do you know what I mean? So, if you want, you can send me something. I will get it made for you and the for a week. Brainstorm and I will. Yeah, are you on Yeah, I just need some. This is what it's about: networking, helping each other. Because I just don't know. Are you on? See, I can't even think today. I'm like, what's Skype, LA Taylor. I need to brainstorm with someone. This is the thing. I'm not used to this sort of stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not good on that side of stuff. I have not got a clue. So it's all right them saying, oh, well, you could go here, you could get that job, you can go to this place where they give you money to help, but it's only on a Wednesday at a certain time. That's when Finn's at half day, so I can't actually get down there properly. And they only do it on a Wednesday. And they wanted me to go last winter, and I said, I'm not going in winter, in the middle of an industrial estate where there's nobody hanging around in the middle of the dark. That's where the offices were. I was like, no. I could go now because it's lighter at nights, but I wasn't hanging around there on my own in an industrial estate where it's like in the middle of, not near anywhere. I was like, no. My brain is off and I'm going to work soon. Yeah, I would do that, LA Taylor. I need to get in contact with people who sort of know about this sort of stuff because I just don't. Solid Daydream, get started design for wallpaper. Oh yeah, wallpaper would be good. Yeah, it's just I don't know how to set that off. Like, do you do a design? I mean, I haven't got I like handmade designs. I don't like this stuff on computers, and it's like I just don't know how you set things off. I'm one of them that I never know how to set things off. So it's a bit like, you know. And that's the thing with jobs as well. That's what I was saying a few weeks ago. People should give people a chance. You know, if they can see they've got some sort of talent and they're very creative anyway, and they're always coming up with different ideas of certain things that could be tweaked, you should think, well, we'll give them a chance. Like I said, you know, they've got 2 months to prove themselves, and we'll see how it goes. Not all this, you have to been to university for 5 years and qualified in this and qualified in that. That's why people like me don't get things sometimes. It's like, you're not qualified and you haven't had the experience for 10 years. It's like, need the experience for 10 years. So please do leave comments after, because I'm like, WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Wow. Can't really give me number out over here, can I? Unless you want to, and I'll take it. You could put it on here right now. I'll write it down quickly and then delete it. You can delete your message. But yeah, it's just that. Oh, I'll show you what books I got from Charity Shop while I was waiting to go to Job Centre, because I always get there a bit early and think, oh, I'll go and look in here and see what books they've got. Yeah. Well, have you got a website, LA Taylor? Or I'd have to go over to your channel. So, yeah. It just annoys me, because obviously it's that thing of I don't have family around me to help me that much, so it's like, oh yeah, we want you to go and do this, and oh, it's alright, you can put your kid in after school club, and it's alright, you can do this. It's like, yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you? You know, I'm not going to work out miles away. I don't drive, do you know what I mean? I want to be able to get my kids as soon as possible and go home. They shouldn't have to be in after school club. None of the kids should be. Oh yeah, email what we're talking about. Yeah, God, I'm a goofball, aren't I? Well, just I was going to put my email in chat then, but it's I can't even write on there now. What's going on? Let me see. Oh. Oh. Right. I was going to put my email down there, so I'll have to put it on after this, because it's not letting me write. Yes, get some tubes for you. Get some tubes. Oh, do you mean if you draw and put it in a tube so it keeps it Right, what I'll do, LA Taylor, is I'll do something this week because I'm thinking of doing something on water painting. And I'll see. The thing is, I've got a printer that I don't even know how to use, and it's in there, and I'm going to put it under here, and it's a Wi-Fi thing, and I need to get my son to sort it out because I don't know what I'm doing. So I know I can make some prints of my own work, to do prints to sell, you know, some of my art pictures that I'm going to be doing, because this is what I mean. I need to sort YouTube out as in days I come on, and then get down to the nitty-gritty of my artwork. Yeah, big tube cardboard. Awesome. Yeah, and then I can print some off. Like I said, I was going to do my print of the JFK Junior I did last year. And I want to do all that. I do want to do all that, so I've really got to put some effort into it now. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I just need a little bit of help of knowing what I'm doing. But if I do some of that this week and try and sit down and get some stuff done, and then I can send you some examples or whatever, and see what happens there. So what I'll do is after this downloads, because I know it's live now, but I've noticed it don't go straight away. Well, I'll just come over to your channel, LA Taylor, and I'll just put my email details. I don't always get them though, which is weird. So we'll see what happens. Email details on there, and then if you email me, you can always WhatsApp a conversation or whatever if you're not on Skype and stuff, because this is what I mean. It's just about helping people. I just don't know. And you know, they always say art doesn't sell. The powers that aren't, that's what they do. They sell their art, their horrible art, you know, their stuff that they want to pump out. And it's funny because I was watching, I forget your dad sometimes comes on. Yeah, he does sometimes. Yeah, because I did postcards ages ago. I might have an example somewhere. Let me go and check. I had an example somewhere, because I have got a printer that prints out, and you can do it on postcard stuff. No, I can't actually find it, but I did do a postcard. It was some, I'll show you what it was. See, this isn't a postcard, but it is like postcard size. It is an actual painting with resin on it. But you remember when I did this? And one of my postcards in its way to France. Oh, that's brilliant. And then this one was just a little sketch I did, not in a proper frame or anything. It's just a sketch. And I could actually, I see, if I'd got my printer going, I could print this out, because it's such a cute picture for those of you into nature, witchy stuff. Some of you remember who've been with me quite a while, this picture. Can't get it in focus properly, but no, it's a bit cartoony like. Sorry, I've just got that big light in front of the and I'm just thinking, yeah, these books might do well in a gift shop. I just thought, if I make some, because I do want to make some more books up, because I love writing in books, all your ideas and all your thoughts and intentions and gratitude. So maybe I should take a few of these. It's just working out prices, obviously, and with the 10% off that you're going to give. Is that normally what they do, like take 10%? So yeah, so if anyone's got any ideas that, and thank you LA for saying that and willing to help out a little bit, because I just haven't got a clue. I'd love to do some mug designs, because I think people would. Someone was saying the other day, because a guy I used to watch, I watch now and again, Hilted Goth, he did his own mugs as well, and I did think about that ages ago, because I know they just do the wraparound design that you draw, and I could have done a Dolly Daydream or Dollyans, as Fee was saying, coffee mug, you know, I don't know. I know there's loads of ideas out there. It's just me. I'm very unorganised, Pisces. I'm very unorganised. I know, putting my mind to it, I have creative ideas all the time. All the time. They're never ending. They never stop coming in. Books, jewellery, paintings, anything, bags, whatever. Like you said, tea towels, anything. But I also like hand making them as well. But obviously, I guess sometimes with the printing place, that if you do a design, print a load of them out and it saves you a bit of time, it's a bit more money, but obviously you're going to make it back. So yes, I guess I do need to look at something like that. Tea towels would be nice, and all sorts of different things. But yeah, no, don't do it yourself. I tried them and found a proper printer. She's good, professional. Oh, do you mean printing your pictures out, like on nice paper and stuff? And then I wouldn't mind them like frames, the nice like cardboard white frames that they go in. But yeah, I guess if the money's right, you know, and you make your money back on it, it's good, isn't it? So no, he's no English down there, but I think he understands a bit, whoever's in there. So yeah, I just wanted to come and talk about that. Hi, Fifth World. I think Fifth World, you probably think, I know there's a lot of people that are in the position of like me and Roots, the channel that I watch, who's got kids, and you know, are they trying to get you back into work? And it's like, you just don't want to do something that you're going to, I don't mind, not about not working, and I don't mind certain things that I'm not really into, but not certain things that I know I'm going to absolutely hate, because I know I'm going to leave there. And once you're out of the system at the job centre and you're working, you leave, you lose your job, you know what I mean? So it's like, if anyone understands what I'm saying, it's like, ugh. Sublimation, mud, about £100. About £100 then, the mugs you can buy, or bake them in the oven. Yeah, but you bake them in the oven, your oven. It's not one of them kilns, is it? Because I haven't got a kiln. I'd love to do that. I'd love to paint on mugs. Imagine that. Oh my god. Then you have to get all the paints and that, or the like clay paints or something. I'll write these down anyway. I do all like my faces on mugs. Hi everybody. I just officially got turned down by YouTube for monetization. You're joking. Wow. Surprise, surprise. My son tried to do it for me for ages ago. That's why I said I'm not really bothered about it. If anyone wants to donate, they can just do a coffee donation. I think the links are in the description box below. And it wouldn't let me. So I sent you a link for the bake in the oven. You've sent me it. Where have you sent me it? Have you? Have you? Why can't I write in the bottom of here? Ugh. I can't even write in my own chat. So I'll have to send it again. Oh, was you trying to send it in here? I will comment on your one of your videos, and I need to find, Fifth needs to find me on Skype, because I think she said she's on Skype. Stupid, honestly, suppressing everything. Pressing everything. Oh, so when I went to the job centre, you know, going Fifth, you could work as a reception at a beautician's, and like, no, I couldn't. I know I like jewellery and I know I like nails, but no, I can't be doing with all that chat with women bitching, going on about celebrities and how skinny or fat somebody is. Do you know what I mean? I'll just be sat there going, can't do it, but it's okay, keep pushing, it will be clear sooner than anyone in 3D will give us. Yeah, because like I say, I don't mind doing a certain job that I just don't have to really think about, to tell the truth, and it's just like work, go home, and then do my other stuff that I want to do and build this up, because I think that's the way it's going to end up for now, I think. Balance. So when I was going to the job centre, I always get there early. I've always been like that when I've worked. I always get someone half an hour. I didn't get there half an hour early, but half an hour earlier. And then I used to have a brew, you know, and just chill out before I went into the actual workplace. So I weren't like running through the door and like, all stressed out, you know, like. Oh, you sent me a load of. Do you mean LA Telly? You're talking to me? Do you mean email? Because I don't even get emails off Fifth. I think she's tried. I mean, it's just because I know I did link it once, but is that what you mean? I'm just like, email's stupid. Everything goes to spam. What? Nothing there. You know, even when Tappers emailed me, they've all disappeared now. Nothing there. No. What's going on there then? I was compromised to do a commission to do a towel for a lady who went to the shop and like hotcakes she has sold over. Ashley, that's brilliant. What is up with my emails? First. Yes, I'm going to try to find you on Skype as soon as I finish a couple of things here. I've emailed. Yeah, she's emailed me 3 times and a picture comes up, so I know. Yeah, and it's this picture. That little picture. And yeah, it's not there. When I go into spam, it's normally there. It's all about nails, which I haven't. Oh. It's just not updated at all. Sometimes it goes out of sync or whatever it is, and I'm like, well, what's all that about? All folders. Gmail. What's that? Don't get it. I don't get it. What's that email? It is Janine.Flannery77@gmail.com. Put it out there anyway. They go, oh, you dox yourself. Well, they know anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've put it in some comments before. Type it. I can't type it. 50. It won't let me type it in. That's what I'm saying. It says sign into your chat, and then it's welcome to live chat, but it's not letting me do anything. Just let me refresh this chat. I was going to put it in here, but it won't let me do it. Don't know why. Oh, have I gone? Also, I also placed a link to your video yesterday. Oh, I tried your Discord link, but it expired. Oh, don't ask me about Discord. I'll have to ask Sleep and Worry because I still haven't got a clue about that. But all messages that you send will appear publicly. Well, why is it not letting me write anything then? It's not even letting me write in my live chat. I know. I'll go on live on my phone. We'll do it that way. That'll work, won't it? This should work, shouldn't it? I'll come in on my own live chat. Will that work? Have a look. Right, there I am. Yes, right, here we go. It's this. I've done it. I think. I can't see it on there, but I can see it on mine. Can you see it? Oh, there it is. I am looking. I've had loads of people trying to, and it's just weird. So yeah, so there's my email. And fifth, I've got a few things to do in the house. I've got to tidy all my crap away, but if you do find me and you do ring on Skype, I'll be able to hear it anyway, because this is just getting stupid. But yeah, job wise, so I go to the I see you in chat now. So I go to the thrift shop, charity shop, before I go to the job centre, because I'm like, well, I've got a bit of time to kill, so I'll just go and have a look in there, because I had to get Jack some bird seed from the pet shop down there where it was, blah 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 blah. So I'm looking around and I just saw this speak out to me with these signs down here, and I'm like, ooh, what's this book to add to my collection in my bedroom reading? Not The Labyrinth, but Labyrinth. And I thought, ooh, this looks interesting. So 3 secrets, 2 women, 1 grail. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, let's talk about you know, the feminine divine power there. So I'm reading the back. I didn't even read it properly. It says, July 1209. A 17-year-old girl is given a mysterious book by her father, which he claims contains the secret of the true grail. Although, I think it says Alice or something, cannot understand the strange words of the symbols hidden within, she knows that her destiny lies in keeping the secret of the labyrinth safe. Alice Tanner discovers 2 skeletons in a forgotten cave in the French Pyrenees, is it? Puzzled by the labyrinth symbol carved into the rock. That's my French, you'll just have to wait. She realises she's disturbed something that was meant to remain hidden. Somehow a link to a horrific past. Her past has been revealed. Compelling, intriguing, passionate, an action-packed adventure. This reminds me of, you know when they say Sophia, whoever went down in the underworld. I see the underworld as you going back in your past, as they say, dark night of the soul. All the same thing, the dark soul. You going in yourself with the things that you've done in the past that you need to look at, evaluate, process, and then let go. I will be doing a chat on that as well, because that's how I see the underworld as, whoever it was went down to the underworld. Yeah, that's you looking at the dark side, the dark soul of yourself. We all have it, thoughts we've thought or things we've done in the past where we might have hurt someone or not realised, and then it's all about realisation now, isn't it? And then coming out in the light, but forgiving and forgetting and stuff like that. We'll send you an email, look for it and check your spam. I will, and I'll let you know, because it's just ridiculous. So there was this book, and then I saw this pop out in front of my face. Thought, it's spelt a bit different, but it sounds like... came out in 2012 or something. The Palladian prophecy. Well, sounds like Palladian. I was like, what? Run your life. So I thought, hey, what's this one? Mark Frost. So I thought, I'll have a read of this on the back. Rules for staying alive. Trust no one. Well, there is no such thing as coincidence. Oh my God, who says that? Who? There isn't. Don't watch your life like it's a movie. What's happening to someone else, it's happening to you. It's happening right now. A mysterious thriller from the screenwriter of the Fantastic Four. Oh, I didn't know that. Fantastic Four, and oh my god, co-creator of Twin Peaks. Do you remember Twin Peaks? Can't really remember it, but I know it was bloody weird. Twin Peaks. Oh my god, that's hilarious. So that's going to be very interesting. And look at this. What's this? What's this? Oh, it's got numbers. The ones and the noughts are all going round here. You know, the universe. So I saw these 2 books pop out on the bookshelf like, take me home, and I was like, ooh, because I saw this one first, and then I was like, I need one more. I feel there's another book here that I need to buy from the thrift shop, and that was it. So I was like, hey, so I am getting a little library going in my bedroom. When I'll get through them all, I don't know, but hey, I don't watch TV. The Four Winds, oh, Moby sampled that for the 90s. Ethan go. Oh. So, yeah, so I'm not worrying about getting a job, because I'm sure, you know, things line up and all that. It's just like, they're pushing me to do certain ones, and I'm like, no. I don't mind going doing something, even if it's not what I love at the minute, as long as it's not too, you know, like it's one of them jobs where you're just like, I can go, I don't really have to be that involved in the 3D, and I can go home and not think about it, and then I can concentrate more on my art stuff and get that going up in the background. You know, maybe that'll take over in the end, if you get what I'm saying. So maybe that's what I've got to do and bring it in my balance, but that's the way I'm going to have to do it. This is the game I've got to play in 3D, is what I'm thinking. Because we've all got to be in 3D, do you know what I mean? And it's like I said, it's not because I don't want to work, of course I do. But I'm not just doing something that I'm going to be bashing my head on the wall because I think that I need to go and be a receptionist at a beauty place. I don't want to be. You know, I'm not one of them who's like a uniform person, even though obviously I'll probably have to do that. But I'm like, oh, I want to grow my greys out, you know. I don't want to be like, you want to keep yourself presentable and dye your hair and keep it like, no. No. I know, that's what I mean, Ellie Taylor, and I know it's that. I know it's art. That's what's I mean, I don't even know what the word is. It's not getting me down, but that's what I know it's art. It always has been. I can't stop drawing. Ideas are always coming in, but I know I might have to play the game a little bit, if you get what I'm saying, just for a little bit, because I have to bring money in. And, you know, it's only me. So, yeah. I just wanted to share that with you. Not a bad thing. It's just like, I'm going to have to sort something out to get this moving, to hopefully bring it in. That's why I said I will show things on there and what I'm doing. And I was thinking today, because I haven't got a website, you know, I do put things up on Facebook and I have got Instagram, so I'm going to have to just start putting the effort into it and putting them up, and people can see them there if they want to buy them. But I think I will pick up the courage, get some stuff done first, because I'm assuming that's what you do at LA Taylor, is get a range going, like a couple more of these books, a couple more of my bags, and the handmade ones that I do, you know, I paint them handmade, so I think you can charge a bit more money because they're handmade, and take them to a gift shop and see. And then other stuff, maybe I'll think about mugs and stuff like that they can go to the printers and get my pictures printed off. I could see how much a printers is for all that sort of stuff, but if we get in contact, you can explain all that, because my head is not, I think most arty people aren't business wise at all, and give me liberty or give me exactly fifth. And that's the thing. And the thing is, before I go, when you wake up or start waking up to certain things of the system, in the 3D system, you're just like, can't be around them people. Like, they're going, you could be in retail. I don't want to be in retail. I don't want to be stood behind a counter talking to the pod people. I just can't do it. There's certain things I don't mind doing, like if I have to do a bit of cleaning or something like that, where I can just switch off and think, you know what, I can get through this and go home and do my art, you know. But some things I'm just like, no. And you need qualifications for everything. I'm like, well, I haven't got them. What am I going to do? Yesterday, that you were going to an appointment to do with the stuff. Yeah, I bet you knew. I wasn't really saying. I was just like, I'm going to an appointment to the 3D world. Oh. And I went in, I was just, when you can hear people talking about certain stuff, and I can hear people trying to set jobs up and they're trying to do their own thing. It's like, don't get me wrong, the people are there are lovely, but they're not really helping in that sense of to help you really. Like, one of the things that I could get money for that could help, only do it on a Wednesday, only at a certain time when Finn's at night, Finn's doing a half day. It's not really good. It's far out. I don't drive. All these, I don't know, little things. And I was trying to tell them I wanted a job in not for therapy. I didn't know what the word was. I was like, she went, well, that's not really a job, is it? I felt like saying, not to you, like it isn't, but helping people get out of a negative mindset is quite important to me. But then again, I think I do this on here. That's what I'm saying. Coffee donations are very welcome. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was thinking about t-shirts. I've had all these ideas in my head. T-shirts. I could design t-shirts with good slogans on. I want to do my bags with messages on, because I think you're carrying a bag around like a t-shirt and you're pumping out that positivity. So I know I need to do that because people are seeing it subconsciously. They don't know, they're having these. We can do what they do. They do it in 3D. They pump out all these things in symbolism all everywhere, like the coffee houses and this and that people don't take in, and they don't know what they're looking at. We can do it as well. So I do want to do that because I think I can pump out positive messages on bags that people are carrying around, even if they don't know what it means. T-shirts and all sorts of stuff like that. So I know I can do that. The thing is, I know I can do it. It's just getting me bummed down and doing it, because I'm not very organised. But I know to do this, I'm going to have to be. But the actual, that side of it, I'm not very good at. But I know if I get these things in place, because at the minute, I have a lot of accumulated art stuff and I've got bits to make stuff. So I know I can do it. The jewellery, T-shirts, mugs, the lovely little books I do, the bags, put it all there, and I get new ideas all the time. These little sort of notebooks with different bits in. I do want to do some books with, I'd have to print them off, handmade, but like a sort of Gaia, Sophia sort of design on the front of it and some inside, but these sort of things, because these are unique and unusual and they're cute, and people have had these off me before and I've given them away as presents to people, which I'm about to do an owl one. So when I've done this owl one, I'll show you, because it'll be my design. She needs finishing off. That's on Bristol board, by the way. An owl design for someone's birthday. But I'll see how that comes out, because she likes owls. And his Nana, the last bag I did, I don't know if you remember when I did the little elephant sat down with a flower in its ear. And she loved that. Handmade, heartfelt. So, yeah. Yeah, we do definitely need to network, LA Taylor, because the thing is, with people who are arty, we need to network more, because they don't like, that's the thing with everyone saying, oh, if you're an artist, and that's music as well, and if you know you don't make that much money, they don't want us to, because they know if it's homemade, heartfelt, your own ideas, they don't like it, that side, do they? Because they're not creative. They make big money, these massive paintings and these things that they put out there, because it's people who work for them. It's people who are satanic ones on the dark side, you know what I mean? Like I said, this isn't bad. And I was watching Sabrina last night and I could see what they were doing. You're on the light side, it's just that they know. So their occult is, the word occult means, hidden. Their stuff is hidden, because their stuff isn't even what you see people talking about, like a lot of witchy channels that I watch, talking about, their intentions, because that's how I see it. They do things right behind the scenes that are really hidden, that are awful, because they're the dark occult, not the ones who stand in the light. And also, watching Sabrina last night, they did a little play in it, like Romeo and Juliet or whatever it was, and it was Lucifer and what's her name? The L name. She was called Lilith, and Lucifer, and he was trying to entice her in. But is that Sophia? Because she was like, yes, but I'm thinking about Adam and the garden. And he's like, yes, but come with me, because I'll be. But they were trying to make out Lucifer's nice, and he's all this and that, and I thought, I can see what they're pumping out there. I do love Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but you can see what they're trying to subliminally stick out there in the kids' heads who watch it, because then they're all thinking, oh, I like all this witchy stuff. Let's go and worship thingy and do all the stuff to the pentagram that's the wrong way round, because on her witchy book it was upside down and not the right way up. And I've got a pentagram somewhere and I'll have to start wearing it again, because I think I just found it this morning. It needs to be the right way up, with the point start pointing up, not down like the goat's head. Oh, you're having trouble signing into Skype now? Well, do you know what I mean? It just gets plot thickens, doesn't it? Hi, Jodie. That's just like, you know what I mean? An art collector will troll the universities for potential investments because the up-and-coming artists are these, and the investors will snap them for the future. Yeah. It's all the way they do stuff. Like, people should, like, they always pump out there, don't they? They pump it out there. Oh, if you're an artist, you shouldn't be selling your art for money, because you know, it's your, yes you should. If you're proud of something and you've spent time doing it, yes you should. Everyone needs to pay the bills at the end of the day, no matter how you're working and how you work to pay your bills. They're just saying that because they want to make artists feel like they shouldn't earn off something they love, because they don't want you doing things you love. You know? Because it's not like a job to some people. They want you to be grounding the ground, putting your kids in after school club, working all hours, so you don't have time to you don't even have to be arting or singing or making music. You could be out in your garden growing stuff and tending to animals, or I don't know, anything, but they don't want you doing that. No one, anything is all anything. Yeah, so I just thought I'd come on for a bit of a, it wasn't really a rant, it was just like, and people will know who've been in my situation or in that situation of, it's just like, yeah, I know I've got to do something, but they're just saying, yeah, well, you're going to have to do anything. It's like, well, no, I'm not going to just do anything. And the thing is, at the minute, I can only really do like 2 days because of Finn's nursery. He doesn't go to school till September full time. And the way they used to do it was mainly with women, it was when they went full time. Well, he's not there at full time, so to me, they shouldn't be pushing me till he's at school. He's at school in September. Then I'd have more time, you know. Satan lies, Lucifer is the whole. Well, maybe they did put that out there, but in the film, I think they said Lucifer. I get confused with all that Lucifer, because they say Lucifer Severe, or I don't know. But I listened to something this morning, Fifth, and it was about Pisces again. It says Jupiter is in you've got a lot of Jupiter. I was like, is it Jupiter thing again? There's that Jupiter thing. And I was saying, Fifth World, that when I was at the bus stop coming home, I was feeling a bit dumb, as in like, oh God, I don't know what to do, because when she was asking me, well, what is it you want to do? I was like, I don't know what the word is. I don't know what there is no word for it. So I felt a bit dumb. And then Dumbo went past on the bus, you know, Dumbo the elephant, because the film's out. And then I was like dying to laugh at that to myself. And then at the bus stop I was stood at, the next one along was P, Q and R. So I was like, and then I looked at a bus, the next bus that came in after mine, it was number 7 saying the missing link. And then I looked down at something else and it just went information. And I was like, in my little head, I was like, had to laugh. So I'm going to go. If you do manage to get on Skype Fifth, that would be great. I'll listen out for the Skype phone going off. But just ridiculous, isn't it? Ridiculous. Sophia Cyrus, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Yeah. I've done several videos. Yeah, I have heard that, yeah. And I've just noticed before we go, there's some channels out there, and I'm finding it really bizarre that, I'm not going to say whose channel it is, because I do like these channels, but they're pumping a lot of stuff out. Because they're black, they're pumping a lot of stuff out about black women, and black women are beautiful and everything. I'm not saying that, but pumping a lot of stuff out as if to say, we are the rightful ones of the universe or something. It's like, no, we all are. To me, that's dividing. If that's what you think, you know, everything was, you know, black, or we're saying everything was white. I don't say that. We are all one. It's not for certain race or whatever you want to say. It's for all of us. So when someone puts that out, I can only see that as like, that's a bit dividing, and that's what that side does. They divide all the time, like Q, the plan to save the world. They're dividing by race, religion, and gender. We all bleed red at the end of the day, even animals. So, to me, if someone's put... Yeah, I know you know who I'm talking about. I know Fifth. Don't get me wrong, I like some of the stuff she says, but the more I'm watching, I'm like, hang on a minute. And then the people in that chat, obviously because they're from a certain ethnic... I'm reading the comments and I'm thinking... Some people have put comments in to stick up, and I have, and I'm like, well, I don't say that on my channel. It's not. We're all beautiful. Whatever colour skin you've got, whatever being you are, wherever you come in the world, men and women, you're all beautiful. And I would never say that, because that is saying, we're the masterful ones and you're not. And it's like, no. That's what that side say, the dark side, as I mean... The ones who were like worshipping Satan, Saturn. Do you know what I mean? Like, hang on a minute. That's dividing. Very dividing. Yes. Yeah. So I know there's a mixture of different things going on, and we all get mixed up with names, and that's why they word things different. It's like, it's Lucy. Oh, and then they said the Morning Star, which we know about the Morning Star. It's like the morning. Well, that's what they say, the Morning Star and all that. But yeah, this person. It could be just because they're confused, like most of us are. I don't mean confused, but there's so many details in names and things, it gets a bit like, well, I think it's that. But I've just noticed, because I've been watching a few later things from a few years back, I'm like, hang on a minute, this is a bit... Oh no, window cleaners here. Not that, I'm just going to stay here. What day is it? Monday. He's changed his days from a Thursday to a Monday. So, and he always leaves the gate open. Ugh. He'll have to wait for the end of the week to get paid. I'll just carry on for 10 minutes or so while he's faffing about with my windows. But, yeah, I just see it as a bit divided. They might not know they're doing it, but I've noticed on a few people's channels, I'm like, hang on a minute. That's what they wanted. They've been trying to divide us through race, you know, and all that stuff, which is rubbish, because it's, yeah, agreed, and I'm multiracial, exactly. But that's what that side do. The powers that aren't in control anymore, that the biggest dividing thing, that's what they do, and we know it's bullcrap. So when I see that on people's channels, I'm like, you're pumping that same crap out that they're pumping out. Whether this person knows they're doing it or not, I don't know, but I'm just like, And there's certain other stuff they've been putting out where I'm thinking, fear-mongering? It sounds like fear-mongering. Well, and then, what did I see on the news this morning, which I was laughing? Not on the news this morning, on my phone, I was like, it just made me laugh, because Brexit, you ready for this? Brexit hints government open to customs union compromise. Well, apparently, something I've heard about the customs union compromises, they found out that we'd already left. If they go through that, we will get out, but I'm just going to open that up because they just talk a rubbish. And there's Merkel and May. Merkel and May, what's it say? May to resume Brexit talks with Labour to find compromise. Look at them two. Oh. But yeah, there's something about that. What did I say it was called again? Customs Union. That's what I'm watching. And then underneath that, it was about Meghan and Harry. So I'm not really bothered about that. The Avengers are always going about the Avengers end game. The end game. The end game for them. Yes, we know about that. The Queen insists the new royal baby will not follow this diet. What diet? I haven't seen that one. She won't follow this diet. Let's see the diet they don't want the baby to follow. Baby's due to be born. Blah, 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 blah. The couple had wanted to raise the child as a vegan. Oh. Anyway, I don't know. I can't even find a story on that. What's the other one? Something about Prince Charles. Prince Charles, treason. The Queen was okay. Was she really? Daily Express says. But they don't want Prince Charles because treason. The Queen was okay, but we're not having Charles. Republic beckons. Prince Charles is the world's longest waiting future monarch, but according to the social psychologists, the Republicans within us don't want Charles as king. Well, we'll have to watch that, won't we? No one knows what Prince of Wales means. Well, we'll see that, because he did make a speech last year about changing things if he became king, because I think he got told last year, you know, people will be told this and told that if you don't change your ways. And I said to my dad, I think the Queen may go somewhere or something might happen maybe soon, and then Prince Charles is going to come in, and then he's going to have to swing something round, basically, whether he likes it or not. That's all I'm saying. These fear-mongering jokes and witches, it is real. They won't operate much longer. No, and that's why I was saying, Fifth. You know, people get wrapped up in the word witch. I love witchy stuff, but what do they call it? The white witches. And I don't mean skin colour, I mean the light side of the light, not the dark. They call it an occult. Oh, people who witches are in a cult. Like, no, theirs is a cult because theirs is really hidden. It's the intentions you put out there. All it is they have the knowledge, like we should all have, like they had, but they use it for the dark side. They use it for evil. Other people put intentions out there, prayer, whatever, intentions out there for good, for healing, for love. That side don't. That side don't. But they'll blame it on this. But they did have a lot of witches putting into their intentions and spells, whatever you want to call it, you know, with the Hillary Clinton thing. But they also had another side that were doing the thing with Trump. So, you know, hardly anyone's in here because there are no notifications. I don't want to upset you with that, but we're just taking notes about how they're being suppressed. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, it's a bit of a dodgy time over here because people will be at work soon as I'm talking about jobs, and a lot of people are not getting notifications, and that doesn't bother me because I just think the people that will listen will find it after, and that's okay. But it is about suppressed by the yeah, it is. They're trying to, but don't worry, because we all know things are going to come to light, and in the end, people will be finding us more and more when they get seen for what they are, because that's what's happening. Because it's like the little old Isaac Green, is it, on YouTube, going on about Q and going on about certain things that he obviously knows nothing about. He was all right, he used to talk about Q, and then he got flipped because I think he's getting paid to say what he says, and he's calling people out, and he's this, that, and the other. He's like, there's no arrests. Oh, there has been arrests. Wait and see. And watch the next SGT report as well. But Isaac Green, I commented and he commented back to me. He thinks he knows, he doesn't. Everything he's saying, he's against it. You can tell he's a shill. Calling other people a shill, but he is actually a shill. He is a shill. But I thought I'm not going to comment on his video, because at the end of the day, these people, whether they know it or not, are going to get seen for what they are, because when the truth hits properly to the sleeping all around the world, they'll be looking at people who were, even if some of it's a bit batshit crazy and it wasn't that we got mixed up, are going to be looking at the people who were telling the truth and kept on it, and then they're going to be looking at the people who've tried to take that information and mess it up and try and say other people are this, that and the other, and no one will be watching them, and they have to be very careful, because they might end up in a place they don't want to be. You know, because when the right arrests come in, the right arrests will be arresting the right people, meaning the wrong people who have been doing bad things and were for that side, not arresting the people who were doing good, because that's what they used to do, and they will get seen for what they are, and we will all see it. And I think some of these people are asleep to the fact that the world's watching, and we know it doesn't matter what they pump out, they're only pumping that out to the people who are asleep and the people that follow them and believe it's real. I believe Alex Jones has been talking about Q now, he's back on it again. Well, are you? Not sure about him, but Jack, well, they will get seen for what they are. So when the truth comes out, they'll be like, well, you didn't believe in it and you were lying, so we ain't watching you anymore. And their subs are going to go right down, aren't they? Because I do believe in the end, YouTube, Google and everything will work properly the way it was supposed to, not hacking people, taking their information, doing this and other, suppressing people on YouTube. It'll go back to the way it was meant to be, the way it first started. That's what I believe. Yeah, it's all good, it's just old. Yeah, so we know this. That's what I'm saying about being aware. We know. Like, when people say on here, oh, I didn't get a notification, I'm like, I know. Probably won't, even if you've subscribed. That's just what they're doing at the minute. But yeah, and they will repay. They'll reap what they sow. So that's why I say people just stand up in truth, and you know, we're watching. The world's watching. We're gonna see their downfall at the end of the day. And it's not that thing to be ha 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 ha, told you so. It'd just be like, look, you know, whether you knew it or not, or you've got paid. Some people have probably got paid and they've been brainwashed into thinking they're doing the right thing. He definitely got paid. So I accidentally click on the thumb up button again. Well, that sounds a bit silly, like you don't like my videos. So if you don't like my videos, why are you in here? Yeah, and that as well. I accidentally click on the thumbs up. Well, if you don't like it, go. Seen you in here, I've seen you comment before. You know, doesn't make no sense, does it? Yeah, they are real, and they are in big trouble, and that's why they're trying to fight as much as they can pockets of resilience, because they know, the big guns know they're in trouble, and we know they're in trouble, but the sleeping don't know. So they can carry on following people like Isaac Bean and Alex Jones and all them sort of stuff, and we're just like, we can see what's going on. We can see what's going on. Well, it's a joke. Okay, well, like I said, sometimes when you're joking on here, it doesn't come across as a joke, because, and I don't mean that in a nasty way, I just mean when a message goes up, you can't tell if it's funny or not unless you put a little funny face after it. You know what I mean? So I'm not getting at you, I'm just saying messages don't come out like that. It's very hard to interpret what someone's saying in a message. Just saying. So that's all fine and dandy, because I thought I've seen you comment before and you haven't commented anything nasty, so yeah, not that funny considering. No, so yeah, I'm Mr. Mensa. So I just wanted to say that, because I know there'll be people out there in the situation. I know there's people out there in my situations, single mums and job wise, and trying to think out like, well, what's the next plan? What we're gonna do? I put laugh out. Oh, did you put laugh out loud? Did you? Oh yeah. Sorry, you did. But you can still get sarky people, you know. So you know that's okay. No worries. So oh my God, reset password twice. They literally are telling me something is wrong. Well, they don't want us speaking, do they? I just find that very odd. Yeah, just work on it, Fifth. Believe. Get some shungite. But I don't know why I'm shuffling these cards. I'm gonna pick one out actually before we go. I'll be showing you some more decks soon as well. I'm going to shuffle a card before going. I've got to go and do some tidying up. Not got Finn today, so that's good for me to carry on tidying up. What did you see? I'm going to try a bit more of this painting and start my bag. Go and do that as well. Get my bum into gear. And obviously when you go for a job as well, it's as if you go into one of them places where everyone's negative, could just be like, they'll just want to suck the energy off of them, won't they? You have to be like, boom! Get off my energy. Oh! Oh! And the card jumps out. I never say this word. Formation of vision, because I'm trying to look out at different things, like we were just saying about, we know what they're doing, you know, and how they work, and once you know, it's sort of looking out, but we know good things are coming. But it's also that thing for me of my vision of, I know what I need to do, to bring this other arty stuff in, even if does take a little bit of time and it comes in a little bit after at some point. So yeah, and I feel like one more, so I'm going to do one more. Don't even leave my house. Like, work in public again. I know. It's been 2 years and I'm still traumatised. God, honestly, people are crazier than ever right now. That's what I mean, because it's hard if you know what you know and you're like, I've got to go back out there with the pub people. Can I do a job from home? You know? There are any jobs you can do on computers from home. Oh. But I do think you've got to get out there and sort of play your game with it, and put your energy out and play your game with it. I know what she means. It's just, I was on the bus today trying to look at people's energies around them. I was like, oh, see if I can do it. I'm going to go and read some of the book Christos after, you know, The Heart of Christos, in the garden while the sun's out. Might have 15 minutes of that, then start my bag. I'll draw it out while I'm, oh yeah. Come on, card. Maybe it doesn't want another one. Oh, there it is. Laughter. Yeah. We do need to laugh about it sometimes. And sometimes you've got to laugh stuff off, you know? Because I was laughing at the bus stop with them little messages came in. I was like, but sometimes you do have to laugh at the situation, as in just think, this is just bonkers, you know? I've just got to, you know? So, oh. You know what, Fifth? I'll tell you something right now, right? All these chats I'm trying to do, I am going to do a chat on, because don't forget, this is our little delicate, you know, Mother Earth system, what they're trying to wreck our organicness. And when I did this, now, because I rushed it last night, it did go crinkly, you know, this. Now, what we're going to do, as the little witches and wizards we are, because we're all magical, we've all got the power inside of us, is I'm going to be doing more of this, because this is like a positive book with lots of positive stuff in it. We also need to be doing a, let me find out where I drew it. You do need to be doing the underground work, you know, went down to the, went down to the underworld, you know, and they say, oh yeah, she went down to the underworld and she met, you know, this and the other. I drew this is rubbish actually, it's not brilliant, I just scribbled it out really quickly, but I'm doing tarot readings and putting my thoughts on that, just practicing. So I drew this little picture on it, you know, like the eye, but our eye, consciousness over everything, with the rose and the star in the middle, and sort of did that. But I'm going to get another one of these little books, because this is a lined one, you know, I've got the ones for drawing in, because I want to do a Dark Night of the Soul book. What did I just say? Oh, what's it called? What did I just say? When she went into the underworld. The underworld's the dark soul. And that's why I'm sick of people going, oh, the night of the dark soul. I'm like, well, you all need to be looking at that. That's the stuff that you do get a bit down with. You want to put your thoughts in a book, and then you want to look at it. You want to evaluate it, process it, evaluate it. And I think I'm going to do a chat on this and show you what I'm going to do. And we're going to do, because this is going to help you, I think, is say like, we're going to write in this. You need to write it. We're going to put like little, a bit like a chart. I'll show you how I do it when I put it together. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We can do it quite arty, simple, quite cute, with little faces of like how you were feeling that day, or the colour association with how you were feeling that day. So like red could be angry, pink could be love, yellow could be happy. But you've got to be truthful, you know, and you do it all the week. And at the end of that week, say on a Sunday, we're going to sit down and we're going to be like, right, let's see what's going on. Was I more angry this week? I was angry twice this week, but the rest of it I was like feeling quite love. And the rest of the week, I was feeling quite yellow, which is quite happy. So, yeah, that had a good week. Why was I feeling happy that week? And the next week could be more red, maybe one yellow, maybe one pink. And you're like, I was quite angry that week. Right, what is it that's been getting up my nostrils this week? Write it down, then evaluate, like, now, why was I feeling like that? Because this is like the dark night of the soul. And then what could I help to assess me to get that? And then you also look at it and then get rid of it. Keep doing it like that, so you will see, if you build your book up, a pattern. It's all about looking at the patterns. And if it's because you've been around someone, you've realised, actually, this always happens when I'm around this friend, then you'll be like, right, the action to take is, I either get rid of this friend, not in a nasty way, but I just need to disconnect, or maybe you see this friend quite a few times a week, maybe you just need to limit it to one. They're not a bad soul, it's just that their energy at the minute with this stuff going on is just not linking in with the alignment of you. So I'm going to be doing that, because like I said, I'm going to try and do things that do help people with what's going on at the minute, because we're all feeling it. But I think if you record something, that's why they wanted the book burn years ago. They didn't want you finding out the true knowledge. That's why books are so important, because you can write it down. It's not on a computer. It's not going to get deleted. It's your little mate that you can take around with you, and you've got your thoughts and feelings. It's not bad to have the negative in a book. This is what witches do when they do shadow work. Shadow work is your shadow self. It's not something evil. They make it out in some films and oh yeah, it's evil. It's the same thing. Shadow work, the underworld, the dark night of the soul, it's the same thing. But if you're writing it out, you're going to start seeing a pattern. If you don't record something, you're not going to see the pattern. Just like the Schumann resonance. It gets recorded so we can see the pattern. You need to do your Schumann resonance. Maybe that's what we'll call it, the human resonance. You've got the Schumann of Earth, we're going to call it the human resonance, because that's what it is. So if we record it, we're going to be able to look at the pattern and try and work out what it is. If you can't work it out what it is, you'll be able to work it out. So there's an idea. You know me? Hear me ideas. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll try and get that together sometime this week. Not yet, because I'm not on tonight. I'm definitely not on tonight. That's why I've come now, because I know I'm going to be tired. Got all this stuff running through my head, which I've got to let go, but putting some stuff together, get some artwork done, get the idea of that together so I can show you how I'm putting it together. And all you need is a cheap book, maybe a pencil and a rubber and a couple of felt tips to make it look a bit pretty, but you know, you don't have to. But I'm just saying, if you think that's a good idea, tune in when I'm doing it, and you'll be able to see, and I'll be able to put the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, like I did yesterday with the artwork. And I think that's a really good way. And then you've got like your artwork to balance it, because that's the dark side. We're going to do the positive side, which is the you know, the niciness stuff. That this is the stuff you do want to pump out. The other stuff you're letting go of, this stuff you're pumping out. You know, this stuff keeps you happy. So yeah, so you know, there's all that sort of stuff. And I will be doing chats on the starseed thing I said yesterday, and the soul contracts we make, so that'll be good as well. So I'm going to go, so enjoy your day, evening, morning, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And where we go 1 week a while, and Jupiterian, and I shall see you soon, but it definitely won't be tonight. She says it won't be tonight. I want to get through the Sabrina the Witch, because I'm looking at what they're trying to pump out, and artwork, because I do artwork while I'm watching films and YouTube, and stuff like that. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Fifth. And if you manage to get yourself on Skype, let me know, and I'll try and look for LA Taylor's email, because it's just, you know. So Oh, Dakota of Earth is on. He's on live. So I'll have a look in for that after. Jupiter's going to retrograde. Retrograde, I can never say that. Yeah. So, hang on a minute. Ah. I was just looking at the word retrograde there. It says, our history must retrograde for the space. Retrograde, the motion of the planets. Directed backwards, retreating. Yeah, Neptune, Pisces, Taurus, Pluto and Jupiter, these are the energies this month. And it's funny that, because I'm a Piscean, ruler Neptune. Like, yeah. So, they're just for people. Yeah, when a planet stops, then goes backwards, then forward. Yeah, because it says, renegade motion is when a planet appears when observed from Earth to reverse direction. This happens due to, so it says on air, optical illusion caused by differences in orbit in the realm of astrology. Retrograde motion has negative connotations. Retrograde motion is not new to astrology, but then I guess if it comes back again, it pumps it back in. And then there's a shadow person of the retrograde where you will feel, yeah, so if it's going backwards, because Jupiter's supposed to be a good energy anyway, if it's going backwards and it's a bit, like it says on there, negative, but when it bounces back in, but that's why I believe, yeah, the shadow period, exactly, 3 days of darkness or whatever, that's why I believe people are having a tough time with that. And that's why I say your shadow self, to do your shadow work, to look at that side of yourself, like shadow period, yeah, you should look at it. It's not a bad thing to look at. You just need to process it and then let it go. Like that's going back, but then it will come back in, with positivity. Because once you've removed all that negative energy, because some people think they have, but they haven't, because they haven't looked at it. That's why I said, people on the Q thing, you do need to look at stuff to know, but once you've looked at it, processed it, realised how you can move forward, you know, in a new way for a new world, we can move on in a better positive energy, because we've looked at that and we've not stored it, because everyone stores it. We store it like karma. You've got to look at it and realise, let it go, and then you've removed it, and then you can fill up with positivity. Then that's how I feel anyway. Yeah, I still think you get trickles of it, don't you? It's like a wave, but the wave's still sort of there. So that's how I feel anyway, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So catch you later, guys. I'll look out for your email, Ellie Taylor, and try and sort something out. I'm 5th as well. Let's see what happens. You know, it just makes me laugh. So I'll catch you all later. Bye. Oh. No, I'm just pressing the wrong thing.